Atmas. Now we are going to see the step 5, Atma Samadhi Dhyan. So in step 4, we have seen the mind cleansing technique where after cleansing the subconscious mind with all negativity, the traits have been made positive, divine, and the Atma Bodh has reached, and with the egoless state, the sensual perception has made positive and divine, and the thoughts are made, whatever you see, all the thoughts are made positive. Whatever negative one also is made better, are visualized as positive. So when everything is turning positive, now your buddhi is matured enough to take merge with the Atma and proceed to the Supreme Conscious level. So if you want to reach the Supreme Conscious level, what is needed is absolute self-surrender is important. Absolute faith, self-faith that whatever you are doing, you are going deep inside to merge with Him. The ultimate objective of human birth is self-realization. How this can be achieved? So far, this body cleansing, chakras cleansing, mind cleansing, these are all pertain to the external materialistic, which is directly in communication with the external materialistic world. Now having cleansed that, now you are entering into the spiritual world. Now from the Vijnanamaya Kosa to Anandamaya is the spiritual world, which is deep, absolute, infinite in distance. That is the Jivatma. Inside the Jivatma, Paramatma is there. Now the Jivatma starts moving towards the Paramatma. For this, what is needed is it should keep its buddhi pure and refined, absolute. Because buddhi and the thoughts that makes the man. It takes the man the positive and negative. So when the buddhi is made positive and divine, and its thoughts are made positive and divine, then it is ready to and get qualified to move deep inside towards the Paramatma stage. So now that stage has attained. With the your Atma Jyoti here, because Atma Siddhi Yoga, now the final stage of Siddhi you are going to reach. Atma now having cleansed all these things, now it is ready for Siddhi. Siddhi means absolute salvation stage. That is, you are treading in the path of liberation. When it comes to liberation, when the karmas have been getting annihilated. So now it goes, it shows the path for you to completely annihilate the karmas and move towards Him. Visualize now. With buddhi now merged in the Atma Jyoti and the Kundalini Shakti now merged in the Atma Jyoti, now it starts drifting deep inside from Vijnanamaya Kosa to Anandamaya Kosa. This is infinite in length. Because of limitations of the board, we are showing this starting from here. Here we are going to chant the mantra Om. Om is the pranavanamam of Paramatma. So with the chant of mantra Om, you visualize the Atma Jyoti. Because Atma Jyoti, you visualize this inside the heart. Because the Jyoti I am showing external, but actually all these practices you have to do inside, by closing your eyes, visualizing the Atma Jyoti inside you. So close your eyes, visualize Atma Jyoti in the center of your heart and chant the mantra Om, and now it's moving deep inside. Om. 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 It's like a very, very long distance. There you will see a small light. And that light is very minute. We cannot able to see. Just a small dot. The more you move more near toward that light is very, very powerful. Many thousands of watts powerful. That the more you go near to it, the more you get the brightness of the light. Similarly, the more you go drift deep from Vijnanamaya or Anandamaya Kosa, there you will experience the absolute light of eternal bliss. The more you go deep inside, the more your buddhi get refined and divine, the more your energy levels become refined and divine. The more your thoughts become refined and divine, the more you experience absolute peace inside you. The more your mind becomes absolute sthita pragya stage. So that is what is essential for us to face any situations in life calmly and successfully. So this practice enables us to make our mind stable, calm, clear, crystal, and in a state of sthita pragya to face any situations with absolute calmness and peacefulness. So the supreme samadhi state, you can reaching this. It may, once you start now this practicing this atma samadhi dhyana, so maybe this life may be the end of your birth, and it may take you to the path of moksha, this life itself. That depends on how faithfully, how dedicatedly you practice this atma samadhi dhyana. Because every person is a yogi by himself, and the Atma Guru is deep inside you. You have to just surrender to him. Bhagavad Gita is a dialogue between Jivatma and Paramatma. Arjuna is Jivatma, Krishna is Paramatma. So by total self-surrender, Arjuna, he reaches to Paramatma and he attains the moksha. So like that, the more you go deep inside with absolute faith, absolute self-surrender, you reach the supreme samadhi state, the absolute silent stage. There you experience the light of eternal bliss, the Satchidananda stage. The more you go deep inside, the more you go deep inside. There is no end. You cannot achieve this overnight, but it's a irreversible process where you go on deep and go in deep inside. The more you go inside, the more you go inside, the more you go inside, the more you start getting the real absolute spiritual light, the enlightenment, light of enlightenment, the light of real spiritual knowledge, the light of absolute silence inside you. That is the thing what you have to aim for. Then everything, whatever comes, you just accept as it is. Go inside. Om. Om. At each chant of mantra Om, see that is your Atma Jyoti, Atma is drifting deep inside along with the Buddhi. Just like a stone fallen into a deep sea, it goes deep to the bottom, absolute bottom. Like that, it goes deep, 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 deep. The base, the supreme samadhi state, it reaches the Anandamaya Kosa. Om, 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 Om. Just do this visualization for some time. That is positive self-imaging, that Atma Jyoti drifting deep inside you, deep inside you, deep inside you. Once, after a few minutes, say for instance 5 or 10 minutes, according to your level of karma, because you can do more practice also, more dedication, more involvement. The more you go deep inside, the more you spend in going deep inside. So idle mind is devil's workshop. So whenever you find idle, you just go inside yourself. Go towards him. Don't waste even a single minute. As long as your work is there, see this absolute Paramatma, Supreme Self in the work. So now when you start practicing this Atma Samadhi Dhyana, you are able to do the same Atma Samadhi Dhyana, whatever work you are doing. There you see the God. That's why you call it as see God in the work what you do. Sayyam Tovile Devam in Tamil will say, whatever work you do, you see God in them. So by this practice, you can able to see God in whatever work you are doing. So that gives absolute success in whatever work you are doing with absolute peace. So that is the objective. So materialistically, you have to fulfill all your duties. Then only your karmas get released. And for achieving that, without accumulating new karmas, what is needed is you have to keep your mind always in a sthita pragya stage. For this, Atma Samadhi Dhyana will help you. So the more you go deep inside, the more you go deep inside, the more you go deep inside. Now a stage comes. Now you leave the Jyoti. Now you are reaching the absolute silence. Absolute silence is darkness, is absolute silence. Now the Jyoti vanishes and your Om chanting vanishes and your visualization vanishes, and now you are going to the absolute silence inside you. Absolute eternal bliss you are experiencing. You are experiencing Satchidananda stage. Go deep, deep down. Remain absolute silent. So you are absolute silent. You visualize that you are drifting deep, 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 deep. You experience absolute Satchidananda, absolute peace, absolute happiness, absolute divinity in you, absolute light of knowledge, absolute enlightenment you experience. This is the absolute Samadhi stage. You go deep inside. The Samadhi stage itself is infinity. You go on, deep, 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 deep inside. As much time as possible. Don't leave in a single minute. Idle mind is devil's workshop. Don't give even a single minute of your time idle. As and when you get your work, that's why in Bhagavad Gita is work in no work and no work in work makes man perfect. So when you are in work, doing any work, you see God, you do Samadhi Dhyan in that work. When you don't have any work, go inside and do the Samadhi Dhyan. Remain there. And this is the absolute benefit of doing this Samadhi Dhyan. Now slowly come out. So now we are seeing the 5 steps. So every day you do these 5 steps, and after doing these steps, and final step is the 6th step, Atma Vicharana, self-introspection. See, even though you practice so many, you go to the absolute silence, you experience the eternal bliss, still, each and every moment, next moment what is going to happen is not known to us. And at that time, how our behavior is going to be is also not known to us. And the great saints, great rishis, they have they fallen to become a victim to the situations. So anybody for that matter, nobody can say I am perfect. Nobody can achieve that level, because it depends on the situations. When you don't have any situation, you feel that you are calm. You feel that you are absolute calm. But when you face situations, which is bitter situations, you find it very difficult to manage. There your tension begins. There you don't know how far the value of this practice. Because the depth of silence, you go deep inside with absolute faith, the more you gain the divine power, the divinity in you, that enable to face any situations. But still, you have to observe your mind, you have to observe your intellect, how it behaves, because intellect operates in 4 levels: sensual, ego, Atma and divine conscious levels. But with the practice of Atma Samadhi Dhyan, we can ensure that the buddhi will always remain in the Atma Samadhi, this Atma conscious, divine supreme conscious level. So its oscillation earlier for a common man, for an ignorant man, it oscillates always between the sensual and ego conscious level. That's why he is being carried away by all the sensual pleasures. But once he comes to the Atma conscious level, he realizes duty and focus on his duty and see that he develops patience. But when you go deep into supreme conscious level, then he knows the real value of life, and he goes to the absolute state of peacefulness while doing the work. But every day, every second, you have to continuously watch. That is, the Antaratma should watch the buddhi by doing this Atma Vicharana. So normally, at any particular moment, when you experience a kind of anger, a kind of dejection, immediately you go deep inside and do Atma Vicharana. Why my mind has behaved like this? So there should be, I have to correct myself. So you have to do further deep Atma Samadhi Dhyan, so that you refine yourself more. So Atma Vicharana will enable you to identify your weaknesses, and furthermore it enables you to go deep into Atma Samadhi Dhyan to refine your buddhi further. The more the Atma Vicharana you do, the more, and do the Atma Samadhi Dhyan, the more your mind becomes, the buddhi becomes refined. The more it gets refined, your mind will remain always in a peaceful state, absolute peaceful state. So every day you can do as and when you face situations like happiness, the happiness, okay. When you face sorrow, dejection, anger, jealousy, hatredness, immediately do the Atma Vicharana. Identify where you have gone wrong, why this feeling has come to me, where the buddhi has gone excited. So let me not commit the same mistake again. Go deep inside the Atma Samadhi Dhyan. See that you get refined. At the end of the day, before you go to sleep, you just recapitulate the whole day's work and each and every moment where your mind has gone diverted to the negative side, you just recapitulate it, analyze it, and take a resolution that I should not commit this mistake, and go deep inside to Atma Samadhi Dhyan to refine yourself by total self-surrender to Him, and pray to Him to give Him the necessary strength to overcome all these obstacles in life, so that these karmas get released without accumulation of new karmas. Let me release all my karmas and annihilate, and I just go in the path of liberation. So this is the ultimate mission of Atma Siddhi Yoga. So by practicing these 6 steps, one can able to refine themselves and move in the path of liberation. I request all the people to daily practice this and see that you refine yourself and you live peacefully, you live successfully, you live happily. And please share this to all the people in the world. The ultimate mission is, His mission is my selfless dream of peace to humanity. The more we spread, out of charity, the most powerful charity is spiritual charity, where you, by sharing this spiritual knowledge to many people, the people are in different levels of spiritual maturity. Some people enjoy and waste time by remaining in the that is sensual and ego conscious level, without knowing the opportunity to go inside. But by this knowledge, they can also gain this knowledge and see they go to divine itself. Just like Valmiki, just overnight he became a big rishi from a devotee. Like that, many people can get refined as faster also. So by just spreading this, we can make more people to come inside the spiritually emancipate themselves. Ultimate objective of the spiritual emancipation is only to lead a peaceful life. Everybody in this world should live peacefully, happily. As long as we live in the world for a very short period, and during this period we should live happily, peacefully, calmly. We should not live every day dying with fear, tension, dejection. No. We have to live calm, peaceful life. Contentment is needed. We should not be greedy. So contentment, with peace, one should lead the life. So spread this as much as possible for all the people to live peacefully. Thank you.